All right. All right, we should be live, hopefully. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright, sounds like we got some audio. Alright, we're going to keep this short and sweet tonight, guys. We have 3 massive books coming back from CGC. The first one is this amazing Spider-Man 129. This is my buddy's book, and we got this. Let's tilt this up a little bit like that. Okay. So we got this repressed by my presser here, and this book had initially been pressed by someone else, but he thought he could get a little bit more out of it. So, you know, there we go. And so anyway, that book isn't mine. It's from my buddy Vinny's. So this one here is unfortunately my buddy Vinny checked the grades on these, so we already know that we're gonna be disappointed, guys, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is Marvel Spotlight 5, first appearance of Ghost Rider. We got this as a 9.4, and you know, when the book showed up, I was pretty excited because there was a lot of soiling on the back cover that I knew could get dry cleaned. The book could use a press. We were really hoping this book would come back in 9.6. And unfortunately, my buddy and Vinny and me are both partnered in that book, and he checked the grade on it. And we found out that, guys, it came back in 9.2. So super disappointed about that. That's a really big hit, you know, and it's not often I get hit on books like this, but that's a bad one. So anyway, you know, check the grader notes on the previous label, you know, for this old label, and it matched the book because a million things were going through my head, like, you know, were we scammed? Did someone flip the book out? You know, so a million things going through my head, but everything matched the grader notes. You know, it mentioned the soiling on the back. So we'll see what the book looks like. You know, did it get damaged in shipping or something weird, and we need to send it to get repressed? I don't know. So we'll look at that, and you know, anyway, huge disappointment. But regardless, if the book does look good, I'm going to send the book back to CGC with my next submission, and I'll send them a picture of this label. I'm not going to send them the original label until, you know, all the kind of drama with this book is done and over with. And I'll send them the original grader notes from that old label, and I'll be like, hey, guys, you know, this book is a 9.4. It's one thing if it stays a 9.4, but for it to drop to a 9.2, that means, like, what you know, was the book overgraded 2 grades? You know, was it overgraded and it was supposed to be a 9 and someone graded it a 9.4? That would be highly, highly unlikely. You know, if you go back and look at my grading curve video, you know, more than one, you know, next grade up or down is going to be highly, highly unlikely. So anyway, that's in this next batch, and this one here, I guess we'll start with this one first since it's on top. This is the Amazing Spider-Man 5 that you guys have seen before, but upon getting the book back, I checked the grader's notes. CGC did not dry clean the fingerprint off the back cover that was there. You know, called them up, said, hey guys, you didn't dry clean the fingerprint here, and so I'm like, what gives? And they're like, hey, send us the book back. We'll crack it open, dry clean it, and then, we'll go from there. So did all that. They cracked it, they dry cleaned it, and then they were going to reevaluate it for a grade, but they never did that. So they sent it back to me, and, I called them up. It's like, hey, guys, did you guys not evaluate the book for a grade? They're like, oh, looks like that got missed. Send it back again. So I sent it back again. So now this book is literally crisscrossed the country, 1, 2, 3 times. So yeah, this bad boy's got some miles on it. It's picked up a good 10,000 miles or something. I don't know. Anyway, so this last time I sent it back, they reevaluated it, and I have no idea what the grade is. So we're gonna find out. Best case scenario, obviously, it's not going to jump more than from the 8.5 to the 9.0. It might have just stayed the same. Who knows? If it stayed the same, it's not the end of the world. But I figured I might as well give it a try. Because CGC typically grades pretty hard for on fingerprints. So I thought, well, if there's a chance that this thing will jump up to be a 9.0 when they get the fingerprint off, I'm going to take the chance, because this is a sweet book, and any bump we can get, obviously, I'm going to take. At this point, I don't know. It seems like I don't have my hopes up. But hey, at least I've given it everything I possibly could. All right, so let's do like this. Alright, so if you guys have been watching my channel, you've seen this book before. Yeah, I think I saw that it looks like it stayed the same. Yeah. So, is what it is. They weren't going to give me the 9.0, but hey, at least I tried. I thought for sure that when they got the fingerprint off the back of that thing that it would have given it a chance. So you can't really see, but there used to be a fingerprint right over here. So is what it is. A beautiful book. Glad to have it back now that it's done crisscrossing the country. But anyway, hey, I figured I'll try. CGC does typically grade pretty hard for fingerprints. Well, this case doesn't want to fit in the stand right now. All right. CGC grades hard on fingerprints, so I figured it was worth a shot. Maybe they'll, give it the 9.0, but it looks like there's no dice there. All right, so the next one, we already kind of know what's going on here. But anyway, oh yeah, I think it's not wanting to stay in this holder. I don't know why. Okay. So, anyway, playing the game with these big books, not for the faint of heart, definitely. But no risk, no gain. Alright, so we knew that this MS5 was going to come back one grade lower. Here's the amazing 129. My buddy Vinny's super stoked about this. This one was one that was pressed one time before by another professional presser, and he got it up to 8.5, and now my new guy got this up to a 9.2. So, there we go. Bang. That is flippin' awesome. So, Vinny is super stoked about that, I know. And here is the book that it was a slight disappointment, but, I'm sending this sucker right back, because, I'm not going to just accept that this book went down a grade. Let's take a look at it and make sure nothing weird happened in shipping. you know. I don't see anything that's sticking out to me in shipping, damage or anything like that. But anyway, the book is really nice, and I'm gonna put together a video because I do have before and after pictures and stuff, so you guys can see what the book looked like when it was graded a 9.4, and you know, I thought it was night and day. It looked much nicer now than it did when it was a 9.4. But you know, was I positive it was going to bump to a 9.6? No, you know, I wasn't. But I thought it was worth the risk to go ahead and try, you know, and press it and clean it and all that type of good stuff. So yeah. Going to send this back to CGC, and we're gonna complain a little bit and see if the squeaky wheel get a little bit of oil. Maybe we can get this thing at least back to a 9.4. I just could not see this thing going down, but anyway, I still won't give up even if the fighting doesn't get me up to a 9.4. Then what we'll probably do is resubmit the book in like 3 months. Just crack it, give it a press again for good measure, send it back, and see what happens. If it comes back a 9.2 again, then I'm we're kind of done. But it's a really nice looking book, and for it to, you know, come back a 9.2, I was kind of shocked. You know, I kind of thought the worst case scenario would be for it to come back a 9.4. And even that is not like good, because an old label 9.4 is worth more than the new label 9.4. But you know, with this experiment here, if you call it that, that kind of begged, you know, a little bit different equation there. It's like there could be possibly some more inconsistency in the grading with the CGC early slabs. Everyone thinks they graded tougher, but you know what? Maybe it's just possible inconsistencies we got to look at. Also, you know, so anyway, we're going to call it for the night unless there's any questions. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Any questions? If not, then I'll go ahead and call it for the night, and I'll have some other stuff for you guys. I'm going to have a nice announcement tomorrow I'm super excited about, so we'll save that for tomorrow though, because I've got some more stuff to unbox, and basically needed to get this unboxing done so that this bad boy can get sent back to CGC possibly tomorrow or the next day, along with my next submission to them. But anyway, some beautiful books. I mean, this thing, you know, you look at this and, I mean, please, show me a 9.2 that looks this nice. And, you know, find me one and I'll take it. This looks just way too nice to be a 9.2. That being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will catch you guys later.